limbo. She said she not a, she an.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mariota gives to Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Let's go first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Monday, down. You ready? Wild Bill.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A first down carry for Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He can run for it, and he will. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And some room to maneuver. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
He may try and run for this. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3rd and goal, here's Pitt comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that'll set him back 5.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Ryan Suckup on for the field goal.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we?
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
We got 3. We got 3.
Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Mariota throwing complete there to Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. On play action, now Carr. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No. They get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Turnover. That's what we do. Other way. Let's go.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 11 yards there, 1st down. Mariota now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Got a man right side, it's Sharp. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota is going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Charlie. Go ahead. Go Mike 34. Mike 34.
They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We're good.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Carr. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. He's got it, and it's a 27-10 score now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and go, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Pass complete here to Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
He's crossing. He's checking.
On first down, it's Lindsay. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action. Now it's called. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
One. 3.
Now Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. 11 yards there, first down.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Titans, first down.
Check in. I got you.
Now Lewis here on first down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Titans.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
Oh, and Lewis lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, Mariota. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mariota escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Chance. One.
The Titans go. It's Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mike's by 4.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Watch out.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The tackle made by
Check. Watch 54.
brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22, Carr. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
We got it.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota and Davis with it left side. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Mariota to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to get a score back. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the gun, it's Carr. Left side here to Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders, the 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
No, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Carr. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And McManus able to put it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? After
splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, 52 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good. They've gone final now from Los Angeles. And it was the Niners who were able to come away with a victory there. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Rip left, rip left. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's one.
Mariota now. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Carr going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Carr. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do